Hello, it's been a while since I made a video like this. I was going to explain why I won't be doing any form of squatting anymore. I might do it a couple months, not to train, but just to test strength. But the main issue is recovery. It's not even muscle recovery. Like when I do back squats, zercher squats, front squats, all the squats, my legs don't get sore anymore. I recover really quick. It's nerves. My right lumbar, I got lumbar scoliosis. It didn't used to affect me when I was younger. It hasn't really, it's been a gradual process. My kind of scoliosis will steadily get worse and worse. And I was told 5 years ago, when I discovered I had scoliosis, that I should not be squatting at all. Deadlifts, like straight bar deadlifts, that's fine, building up the surrounding back muscles. But any lifts that load the spine, where it's literally on top, I should not be doing. And lately, I can feel it. Every time I do a squat session, even light, to me, 400 pounds feels light. I take it easy. And I do that a couple times, a set of 10. And I'm in pain for a week, where the first 2 days, I'm paralyzed. What I mean by paralyzed is, day one, I can't get out of bed. Not because my legs are sore, because I get nerve-shocking pain. It's sciatica, I guess. It runs all the way through the right side of my spine, into my neck, down to my thigh. Not my calf and foot, but that's where the pain is. Day two, I'm still not capable of touching my knees. And I'm a pretty flexible guy. I can stand on a 6-inch fire safe and touch the ground. Like, I can bend over and put my palms flat on the ground. But with squats and stuff, I'd say my raw max without knee sleeves or anything except a belt is about 550 right now. I'm pretty much I'm tied for the strongest I've ever been. But I can't get stronger due to every time I train legs, I go through nerve pain. So my solution to that is lunges and step-ups, pretty much. Bilateral strength training, because I'm starting to do it more. I have been doing it more with my chest, because my scoliosis, I can pull my right arm right here, I guess, while my left side goes back a lot further. My left side can go down back like 3 inches further than my right, which probably explains a pec tear I had several years ago on my left side. So doing barbell movements like bench press, incline, any of those is bad, because my left side is always loaded with who knows how much more weight than the right side, which also explains my uneven lockouts for years and years. But when I test the arms individually, they're pretty much equal on like tricep extensions and skull crushers. So I have to start doing bilateral training. With the legs, when I do squats, my left leg is always loaded a lot more. That's why my left leg is bigger. I walk unevenly. My left calf is 1.5 inches bigger than my right calf. So everything's unloaded evenly. So when I do squats, my left leg is actually like 20% stronger than my right leg. And my right hip does the swinging out thing. You can see in videos from 5.5 years ago, back in 2015. It's always done it, but it hasn't caused me severe pain until now, I guess. So, or until the past year. So I should treat my legs like I treat my arms and all that. I know they advocate to not have to make sure your limbs are equal in strength, but for me it's next to impossible because of my spine and the leverage imbalances it creates for each leg and chest. So with my left chest, when I do a bench press or any kind of press, it's like my left side has to do a more full range of motion than the right, like a 15% difference. So that's going to create like a 15% drop in weight lifted, something like that. I don't have the specifics, but that's another reason why I won't be doing barbell bench press, barbell incline. Pretty much any two-limb movement, like presses or squats, I won't be doing anymore. I'll be doing more bilateral things, one-arm floor presses. I've never gotten injured from doing my one-arm exercises. I've been doing them for years. But barbell exercises, I've had issues. The last time I maxed out on a bench press, I did a 355 pause bench press, and ever since then my left inner pec has been bothering me. It's always the left side, always. I've gotten a lot stronger since then. My one-arm floor press with a 130-pound dumbbell at the time was 6 reps. Now I could do 15 reps. So I'm assuming I'm right at a 400-pound bench, maybe touch and go, because with the 355 I did a competition pause, everything was perfect. But I don't want to injure myself anymore. I'm tired of getting really weak and like I'm being paralyzed half my life in some sort of fashion. So I'm going to take a step back, kind of maintain strength, because I try to rush things, and I'm the same strength I was, well, I'm a little bit stronger than I was 3 years ago. But if I took it slow, I didn't max out on hex bar deadlift and all that, I would be tremendously stronger if I just took it slow, which I've learned my lesson. So I'm not going to be rushing things. I'm going to listen to my body. Squat strength, in my experience, I've learned I went like a year without squatting at all, and I rebuilt that strength in a month, pretty much. Which means if you can rebuild something that quick, you're probably not gaining much from it. Especially me, it seems to be more about technique. Because if I don't squat for a year, raw squat, no belt, no nothing, my max is probably about 475 at 170 body weight. Don't have to practice it or anything, and that's me being hurt half the time. So I kind of wonder, if I start doing lunges, step-ups, and focus more on my hips and glutes and power, jumping, plyometrics, nothing retarded, but just more functional human movements, I guess. Because a squat is dysfunctional for me. It causes lots of issues. So I feel like I'll get stronger from that, and I'm willing to take a test, I guess, where for so many months or a year where I'm not doing any squatting. And then I go and test my squat and see if me doing my lunges and step-ups and weird get-up exercises with a rock or sandbag on my shoulder or Atlas stone, if that works better. If I focus more on mobility, just all the other things. Trust me, I love squatting. It was the first exercise I'm naturally good at because I have short legs. I'm greatly held back because of my scoliosis. If you could put my legs on someone else of a normal spine, they would be a world record squatter. So, I mean, how many 170-pound guys can go a year without squatting, and then no belt, no wraps, no sleeves, no nothing, hit 475? I mean, That's me on a cut. I could get down to 165, no problem. 1 month of training, 550 raw squat. That's training 1 time a week. So, I mean, if I could train squat 3 times a week or something, it'd be amazing. But it is what it is. And I'm tired of being crippled. So a lot of movements I've had to cut out. A lot of hex bar movements I have to cut out because it loads at the side of your spine and that causes pain. And I know the difference from soreness and pain. I've been doing this for 10 years, going on 10 years. And my favorite training, what I've discovered is probably the best form of training, is weighted carries, where I'll pick up a 100-pound sandbag and carry it for a mile. Or stuff like that, where you're walking. You rotate, put it on one shoulder, put it on the next, put it behind your neck, put it in front of you, and rotate your carries. That's what I'll do. Like every 100 meters on the track, I would switch and rotate. So some ways are easier, like the easiest way is having it behind your head, obviously. The hardest way is having it in front of you, for me. But yeah, I'd rotate. Left oblique gets some work, right oblique, your abdominals, a little bit of your neck too. It's not like a bar. See, a bar, when you have a bar on your back, it's one focus point. It's right there on top of your neck. But a sandbag, it's so spread out, it doesn't cause as much damage. I guess you could say it's PSI, pounds per square inch.